Udar. It is a conversation between the two gopis. A gopi who saw Sri Krishna all of a sudden at the bank of Yamuna river. And she was completely fascinated on the beauty of Sri Krishna. Inside, she is very, very happy, but she is trying to pretend that something wrong had happened on me today. What happened? The other Sakhi is asking, Sakhi, what happened to you today? She said, oh, you know about Nandanandan? Yes. He cast a magic spell on me today. The Sakhi is saying, I already told you about him, and I warned you too, that he is a magician. He mesmerizes immediately if you look towards him. So I gave you this instruction that don't go to him. Then why did you go to him? She said, no, I didn't go to him. You didn't go to him. Then how can he spell? Now how can he cast a spell on you? She said, no, listen, to me what happened, then you can blame me. I didn't go to see him. Ho Yamuna asnan karan gai. I just, as usual, I went to Yamuna river to have bath. I have to go every day. Today also I went. When she went, she was constantly thinking about Sri Krishna. And she was thinking in her mind that everybody is saying that he enchanted me very badly. Oh, he's so beautiful. His personality is so fascinating. Everybody has seen, but I didn't see him. She wanted to see Sri Krishna. That's why she thought about the time and everything, and she went accordingly so that she could see Sri Krishna over there. When she went, she said, I just went, but she's telling that I just went without any desire to see him. I didn't plan to see him. I just went to have bath at Yamuna river. Ho Yamuna asnan karan gai tahara Nanda Kumar. By the way, he was also there. In that way, he got a chance to cast a spell on me. must not go. And if you suppose you went to Yamuna river and you saw Shri Krishna was there, then I gave you another instruction as well. You forgot about my mantra? He said, no, I remember. I remembered your mantra and you said, all of a sudden, if you see Shri Krishna anywhere, then don't look towards him. Yes, so you remember it, yeah. Then why did you look towards him? He said, no, I didn't look towards him. You are not listening to the whole story. Listen to me carefully, what happened with me. What happened? He said, Piya Driga Piya, Ras Rupa Madhuri, Drigana Bachaye Nihar. Because I heard much about the beauty of Sri Krishna. That's why I also looking for that opportunity when he was looking somewhere else. I had to see him first. Because I was thinking in my mind that no matter how beautiful that boy is, but my character is also very strong. So I am not that woman that you see once a beautiful boy and you get enchanted. I'm not like that. अपनी सहेली से कह रही है कि मुझे तेरे सब मंत्र याद हैं. तूने कहा था कि अगर श्याम सुंदर मिल जाएं तो उनकी ओर देखना मत. श्याम बड़ो छलिया बची रही ओ गोरी, श्याम बड़ो छलिया बची रही ओ गोरी, बची रही ओ गोरी, बची रही ओ गोरी, श्याम बड़ो छलिया बची रही ओ गोरी. जो कान्हा तुए मारंग रोके, जो कान्हा तुहे मारंग रोके, ऐ घूंघटा नीचे करे रही ओ गोरी. If you see him somewhere by the way, on the road or somewhere else, at a public place, then you should always pull your ghungat so that he cannot look towards your eyes. वो तुम्हारी आँख की तरफ ना देखने पाए और तुम उसकी आँख की तरफ ना देखना. जब वो देख रहा हो तो आँख से आँख मिली तो बंटाधार हो जाएगा. ये मैंने तुम्हें वार्निंग दी थी पहले से. You have to be very careful. Now, why did you look towards him? Then no. I remember that. जब वो कहीं और देख रहा था किसी और तरफ, मैंने कहा अब मैं देख सकती हूँ. देखूँ तो कैसा है. मैं तो एक झलक ऐसे ही जानने के लिए, for my knowledge, that how beautiful he is, why all the gopis are, falling in love with him. Nobody can that beautiful, and I was very sure that my character is very strong. I cannot be rejected by the beauty of anyone. That's why, with this confidence, I secretly looked towards him just once when he was looking towards somewhere else. Because you said do not look towards his eyes. So just I looked at that time. Drigana bachaya nihar, piya driga rupa madhuri. I looked towards his beauty, Drigana bachaya, when he was looking towards somewhere else. But what happened then? If you say that Drigana bachaya nihar, you didn't look towards him, then how? The whole case was wrong. Why are you saying that Jadoo Dar, he has cast a spell on me? Why? Then what happened? See, what happened actually, when these eyes looked towards the beauty of Shyam Sundar, then they became so anxious to see him again and again. They become so uncontrollable. They wanted to see towards Sri Krishna's beauty again and again. But I remembered your mantra. That's why I said, no, you can't look towards Sri Krishna anymore. I gave you a chance to look towards him just once, and you have become so uncontrollable. If I will give you another chance to look towards him, then you will definitely be not in my control. इसलिए गोपी ने कहा कि ना, अब नहीं. एक बार तुमको दिखा दिया, श्री कृष्ण की रूप माधुरी का पान करा दिया, तो तुम इतने चंचल हो गए कि अब बिल्कुल जैसे घूंघट को फाड़ के और श्याम सुंदर की आंखों से मिल जाने के लिए बेचैन हो गए. तो अगर दोबारा दर्शन करा दिया फिर तो मैं संभाल नहीं पाऊंगी, इम्पॉसिबल हो जाएगा. इस पे कंट्रोल रखना। इसलिए रस लंपट दृगपट घूंघट पट करन चाहत जन पार। रस लंपट, ये आंख जो उनके रूप माधुरी के रस के लंपट हो गए, बेचैन हो गए। तो मैंने ऐसा लगता था जैसे मानो घूंघट को फाड़ के ये दोनों नेत्र श्याम सुंदर के नेत्रों से मिल जाना चाहते हैं, लेकिन मैंने उनको ऐसा करने नहीं दिया। मेरी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, अगर तूने इतनी जबरदस्ती करके अपने ऊपर और उनकी ओर देखा ही नहीं और घूंघट तू काढ़े रही अच्छी तरह से, नेत्रों को दोबारा देखने ही नहीं दिया जब श्री कृष्ण की ओर, तब ये जादू कैसे हो गया? तो गोपी कहती है, अरे पूरी बात सुन ले फिर समझ में आ जाएगा। meet Shyam Sundar, but I stopped them. Then how it happened so? Because I had already given you the instruction, जो कान्हा तुहे मार्ग रोके, ऐ घूमटा नीचे किए रहियो गोरी, और जो कान्हा तेरो घूंघटा टारे, जो कान्हा तेरो घूंघटा टारे, ऐ नैना नीचे किए रहियो गोरी. And if he tries to remove your veil, then you have to look towards, you have to look towards the earth. Don't look towards him, just see below. अगर वो घूंघट, क्योंकि वो तो बहुत बरजोर है, ऐसा भी हो सकता है वो तुम्हारा घूंघट ही हटा दे. अगर घूंघट हटा भी दे, इतनी भी बरजोरी करे, तो देखना मत, नीचे किए रहना चुपचाप. आँख से आँख मिलाई तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. इसलिए सावधान तुम्हें रहना है. कहती है हाँ मुझे ये सब बात याद थी, अच्छी तरह याद थी, तभी तो मैंने देखा नहीं, तभी तो मैंने उसको रोका. जब देखा नहीं तो जादू कैसे हो गया? तो कहती हुआ ये कि मैंने अपने आंखों पे कंट्रोल किया, और उसके बाद जमुना जी से घड़ा भरा. I controlled my eyes. And then the purpose of going to Yamuna was to take bath and then bring water. So when I was taking water from Yamuna, जब घट भरी चली घर, मैंने घड़ा अपना भर लिया और मैं अपने घर चल दी. अच्छा, तो तू घड़ा भर के घर भी चल दी अगर, तब फिर कैसे उसने जादू डाला? अरे तू पूरी बात तो सुनती नहीं, पूरी बात तो ध्यान से सुन, धैर्यपूर्वक मेरी बात. हुआ क्या हुआ फिर? अच्छा बता. जब घट भरी चली घर, नटवर तब चट कांकर रही मार. उसने मेरे घड़े पे कंकड़ मारा, कंकड़ फेंका, तो क्या हुआ कि वो घड़े में छेद हो गया. जहां उसने कंकड़ मारा वो घड़े में छेद हो गया, और वो छेद होने की वजह से घड़ा फूट गया, पानी बहने लगा. तो मुझे एकदम से गुस्सा आ गया. कौन नटखट बालक हो सकता है जो मेरे घड़े को फोड़ दे कांकड़ मार के? ये तूने बताया नहीं था मुझे, क्यों ये सब भी करता है? तो जब उसने घड़ा फोड़ा मेरा, तो मुझे गुस्सा है. मैंने जरूर कोई बड़ा नटखट लड़का है, तो गुस्सा आया. This is the nature of the ladies, that when they are angry, they don't care for veil and anything. Who is there? जब गुस्सा आ गया तो मैंने कहा घूंघट की ऐसी की तैसी, देखो तो सही कौन नटखट लड़का है जिसने कि घड़ा फोड़ दिया. जब ऐसे करके मैंने गुस्से में देखा, तो he was standing at the very right angle, and when I innocently I saw towards that side, and he was standing at a right angle, and then I saw towards him, and he saw towards me. That's why it happened. So जब घट भरी चली घर, नटवर तब चट कांकर दई मार. So फूट्यो घट और टूट्यो घूंघट पट. On the one side the pitcher was broken, and टूट्यो घूंघट पट, and there was no veil on my face as well. And औचक दृग भय चार. In that way I looked towards him, and then you know that what was the possibility. So it happened according to the possibility. Then what happened? Ut kripalu nagari. Here I started from my eyes, the tears of love started flowing, they are rolling down, and ut gagari. And on the other hand, the gagari, the water was flowing from the pitcher as well. Bahat prem jaladhar. In that way, the stream of love was flowing from two ways. This was the bhajan of Madhurya Prem. You must have heard many times about love and the highest kind of love, because when we love God, we have to establish some relationship with Him. If you do not have any relationship with anyone, then you cannot say that I love him or I belong to him. When we love someone, then we have to make some relationship. Either he is your friend, he is your son, your husband, your beloved. There should be some relationship. Only then the love increases. Amongst all the devotees who love Sri Krishna as their master, as their friend, as their son, and as their beloved, the highest kind of love is called Madhurya Bhav, when a devotee loves Sri Krishna as his beloved. He considers himself like a gopi, and he loves Sri Krishna as Priyatam. as beloved. And in this love as well, there are three levels: Sadharani Rati, Samanjasa Rati, and Samartha Rati. In Sadharani Rati, the gopis, the souls who love Sri Krishna with Madhurya Prem as beloved or husband, they wish to attain their own happiness. When they love Sri Krishna, they have a desire to attain happiness, to attain the bliss of Sri Krishna's form, seeing Sri Krishna's fragrance of his body, Sri Krishna's, to listen to the words of Sri Krishna, or listen to the music of Sri Krishna's Murali. And in other words, we have five senses, and the devotee wants the happiness, the bliss of his five senses, then it is called Sadharani Rati. But the same devotee, if he goes to the higher level of love, and there is no selfish motive of attaining any happiness, he loves only to give happiness, to give pleasure to her beloved. Most of the time, there is only one feeling that somehow I have to please my beloved. I have to serve him in a way so that it will make him happy. So anything, any action, any word which can make him happy, they perform only that kind of actions for his happiness. But sometimes the feeling of their own happiness occurs in their mind. Rarely, but it happens so. So when sometimes the feeling of own happiness comes in the mind, then the love is blemished, and it is called Samanjasa Rati love. That is the second level of love in Madhurya Bhav, Samanjasa Rati. Kubja loved Sri Krishna as her beloved to attain her own happiness. So her love was called the love of Sadharani Rati. There are 8 levels of love: Prem, Sneh, Man, Pranay, Rag, Anurag, Bhavesh, and Mahabhav. So the devotees of Sadharani Rati cannot go beyond the level of Prem, the first level, Prem. They stuck over there. They cannot go on the higher classes of love. Kubja is the example of Sadharani Rati. But those who go on the higher level of love, they cross 4 more levels: Sneh, Man, Pranay, Rag. They cross these 4 more levels, higher levels, and they stuck on Anurag Bhakti. All the queens of Sri Krishna, Rukmini, etc., they loved Sri Krishna for his happiness, but Patni Bhava Bhimanatvat Kvachit Vedit Sanbhoga Sanya Sandra Samanjasa, because they had a feeling that we are the wives of Sri Krishna. That's why sometimes they were feeling, this is my right. This is my right. Patni Bhava Bhimanatva. There was an abhiman, there was an ego, that I am his wife, so this is my right. So sometimes with this kind of feeling, a selfish motive of attaining happiness from Sri Krishna also come in their mind. That's why their love is also not totally pure. And their love is called the love of Samanjasa Rati. They go up to Anurag Bhakti only. But the gopis who loved Sri Krishna only for the happiness of Sri Krishna, anything, they didn't care how painful could be for them. In any situation, they had to think about the happiness of Sri Krishna only. You must have heard about one episode of Bhagavad when there are many devotees, including all the queens and Naradji and many others as well. They had a question that why Sri Krishna loves the gopis so much. Why does he love the gopis more than us? We are the queens and we all belong to the royal family, great royal families. They are the daughter of the wives of cowherds only. Their clan is not that famous, it's not that royal clan. And they could not be that beautiful as well as I am. Rukmini used to think like that. Why? Shri Krishna loved them so much. Naraji also had this question. So just to give answer to all the questions, to the questions of all the devotees, he pretended like I'm having severe headache. And he started saying, oh, I will die. I have so much headache, so much pain in my head, I will die. Then all the queens were trying to bring some medicine for Shri Krishna. They brought all kind of herbs and everything. But his pain was still increasing. They couldn't understand what should we do. And then, by the way, Naradji came over there. He saw the atmosphere was so serious. What happened? Everybody is so quiet. Then the Rukmini, etc., the queen said that Naradji, it's a very serious time because Sri Krishna is having headache, very severe headache. And we brought all kind of herbs, whatever we could, but still his pain is increasing. You are avadagati, means you can go anywhere in a second, in a moment. So you bring some medicine for him. Naradji thought, headache to Sri Krishna? No, it is not possible. It is created by him. He cannot have the natural headache. I should understand first what is his disease, only then I will bring the medicine. So he went to Sri Krishna and he said that it is sure that this headache is created by you. So tell me that what is your medicine? What do you want? He said, okay, if you bring the foot dust of any devotee who loves me a lot, if you bring the foot dust of any devotee who loves me a lot, and if I will smear on my forehead that foot dust, only then I'll be okay. Naraji thought for a second, why should I not give my foot dust? I am also a devotee, I also love him. Then he said, oh, no. I don't know what is his Leela. I don't want to get involved in this because once he has got the face of monkey. He said his Leela are very weird, I should not get involved. And then he went to Rukmini, he said that this is his condition, this is what he wants. So you love him so much, why don't you give your foot dust? The Rukmini said, Naraji, what happened to you? Any screw is loose now? Don't you know that he's our husband? And you know about his personality as well. How can we, an ordinary lady cannot give the foot dust for her husband, to smear it on the forehead. How can we give? You ask for anything, even for our life. We are ready to give our life. But we cannot give foot dust to smear on his forehead. Then he said, where should I go? So he went to everyone, whoever, thinking that yes, I also love Shri Krishna, I am also a devotee. So he went everywhere, to each and every person in all the camps. And everybody said the same thing, oh Naraji, what happened to you? How can you ask for foot dust for Shri Krishna? You can ask for anything, we will give you. No, this time we don't need your life, we just want foot dust. Nobody gave. He came back, empty hand. Shri Krishna was smiling. What happened, Narad? Did you bring my medicine? Oh, nobody is ready to give. I went everywhere. Everybody is saying that they are ready to give their life, but they don't want to give the foot dust. Then Shri Krishna said, okay, Did you go to Vrindavan, to the gopis? Oh no, they are completely uneducated. How can they understand anything? Because Rukmini didn't give. Satyabhama didn't give. How can I ask the gopis? You should try. Go and try. Then when he went over there, and the gopis and the Brajvasis came to know that Naradji is coming from Sri Krishna, then all the gopis came towards Naradji and started asking, how is my beloved Sri Krishna? And he said, oh no, he's not feeling well today. What happened? Naradji, if he is sick, if he is not feeling well, what are you doing here? You can go and bring the medicine for him. I said, yes, I came here for medicine only. You came here for medicine? Yeah. What medicine? He says that if anyone who loves him give for dust to smear on his forehead, then he'll be okay. But that's all. Naradji, you are also a devotee of Sri Krishna. Why didn't you give your foot dust? Don't you know who is he? Oh, we know that. Take the foot dust. They all spread there. Then take foot dust as much as you can. How many sacks or trucks you want of foot dust? Take. Then he was so astonished. He said, Gopis, what are you doing? I think you have no idea that who is Sri Krishna. Naradji, this is not the time to discuss about it. Go, give this foot dust to him, then come back. Then you talk about his personality, okay? Go. If you say that he is God, and if you will go to hell, you should know that going hell for his happiness is not something which is bad for us, which is unlucky, unfortunate for us. No. This is the best sign of our fortune. If we can serve him, if we can please him in any way, only by giving food dust, only by going to hell, if we can please him, then it will be our greatest fortune. So don't worry about that. You just take the food dust and give him. We don't care that we are going in which hell. Who has not suffered in the hells before? We have gone to hell millions of times before for realization. We will go once more, so what? What is the difference? That he will be happy. So their love was so selfless. The love of gopis is so selfless. So they cross all the stages of love. So this gopi, who is saying about Gayo Hari Mope Jadudar, she is the gopi of Samartharati, and this is a symptom of a true lover that they hide their love. They don't want to show off. Yeah, I love Shri Krishna, I love Shri Krishna. They don't say like that. Rather, they try to hide it. Why? Because Gohitasya bhavet vriddhi, kirtitasya bhavet chaya. This is the nature of love. If you talk about your love, bhavet chaya, it will decrease every moment. But gohitasya bhavet vriddhi. If you are hiding your love, then your love will increase leaps and bounds. That's why this is a kind of rule that the devotees do not try to show their love. You remember, I think you must have heard the episode about Sita Ji. When Sita Ji was going to the forest with Shri Ram and Lakshmana, lots of inhabitants of that forest, and they saw towards all of them. They were so beautiful. And they saw Sita Ji also. She was also extremely beautiful. They were the villagers, the inhabitants of that forest. They could not talk to Sri Ram or Lakshmana Ji. But when they stopped to have some water, then a lady asked Sita Ji that you have these two men. One is Shamal and one is Gaur. Who are they? Then she said about Lakshmanji normally, oh, the beautiful person with the white complexion, fair complexion, is my brother-in-law, his younger brother of my husband, Deva. Then they asked, and who is the other one, who is Shamal Sharir, whose skin is blue? Bahuri badana bedhu anchal dhaki piyatan chitai bhauh kari baki. Then she could not tell anything. She was embarrassed and she just covered her face with the veil, and then she looked towards Sri Krishna with a sidelong glance. And when she looked towards Sri Ram like this, with the feeling of being very embarrassed, then the other ladies could understand who is he. They said, okay, now we know that who is he. You don't have to tell anything. But in the modern age, if you ask somebody, oh, who is this person? Oh, he is the Munna's or the Pappu's father. Or he's my husband. But if you are a little bit more moderate, he's the father of my son, he's the father of Pappu, he's the father of Gappu, whatever the name of your son is. There is no charm in this kind of love. But when she said that he is my husband in that way, the charm of that love was very, very different. The rapture. It was so rapturous. So the gopi, this gopi is also, instead of saying directly that, oh, I am so lucky, I saw Sri Krishna today and I fell in love with him, oh, he was so beautiful. Indirectly she is describing that what happened, as if she didn't like all this, but she liked it, and she felt that I was so lucky today. So this was just a glimpse of Madhurya Bhav, which Maharaj is also teaching us. Because if we worship Sri Radha Krishna both, in Madhurya Bhav, in Samartha Rati, the devotee worships both Sri Radha and Krishna, with this understanding that there is only one Supreme God, and who is Sri Krishna, and he is in two forms, just to play, just to present the pastimes for his devotees. He took two forms. Imame vatmanam dvedha patayat patischa patnicha bhavatam. The Vedas are saying that he revealed himself in two forms, patischa, patnicha. One form was the form of a man and the form was the form of a woman. Then now they can play the pastimes of love. Why? To teach us that what is the form of true love. Because Sri Radharani was always concerned about the happiness of Sri Krishna, and Sri Krishna was always concerned about the happiness of Sri Radha. The same ideology was revealed by Sri Radharani for the gopis. The Ashta, there are 8 main friends, the chief friends of Sri Radharani: Lalita, Vishakha, Chitra, Indulekha, Tungavidya, Champaklata, Rangadevi and Sudevi. These are the 8 main chief friends of Sri Radharani. They used to be always with Sri Radharani, and she taught the same ideology of love to them as well. And they taught it to the other Manjaris, the other gopis, the other souls who realize God under these Ashtamahasakhi, and they remain under these Ashtamahasakis, and they give some sevas to them as well. They are called Manjari. So all the Manjaris also learn the true form of love from them, and the main ideology of love is that Tat Sukha Sukhitvam. One has to be happy in the happiness of beloved. This is the main thing in love. If you have a little bit desire of your own happiness, then that love is not a true love. Any time, any kind of desire of your own happiness must not come in the mind. That is the true love of the gopis, and a glimpse of the gopi prem was given in this part. Do you have any question about it?